Hello everyone, I'm here in Houston with Guido, Chief Digital Officer of ABB, and we just finished a tour and was talking about the app or the industrial app for the hardware. Can you talk about that concept a little bit?
So of course we're all familiar with apps. We have apps on our phones, we have apps on our computers. What's coming to the industrial space is that we have a set of devices, and it's everything from robots to drives to for example, smart building technologies or circuit breakers in the building that are increasingly equipped with computers. They have software inside, they have compute inside. And when you do that, what you find typically is that you have excess capacity. You can add additional tasks. You can make those things do new things. And because you can directly affect whatever physical task those things do, you create the possibility for adding to the functionality of that device through software. So it's a bit like for people who have an electric car, you download an additional feature and all of a sudden your car can do new things. The same principle applies here. So for example, in our circuit breaker, we can download apps that allow that circuit breaker to monitor the quality of power coming in the building. We can also download an app that can measure this, can do sub-metering, which means it can measure the loads on each of these circuits. We can also do something that allows us to shed loads, so you can participate in demand response. So before you know it, you're saying, wait a minute, is that a building management system or is that a circuit breaker? And the answer is a little bit of both, because it's now learned to do all these things. Just like your smartphone is now your alarm clock, your smartphone is now your camera, your smartphone means you don't need a GPS. So those things that used to exist as separate things got converged into your smartphone. The same thing will start to happen with these smart industrial systems. They will start to converge the functionality of other separate standalone systems. And then the question is, okay, who's going to converge whom? But we're seeing the same thing happen to robots. Like we can teach our robots to understand speech. That's a downloadable skill. We can teach our drives to essentially detect, in one situation, cavitation in water, or in some other cases, whether the HVAC filters are clogged, just through apps. Same physical hardware.
All right, so there's an app for everything.
There will be apps for everything. It's an early sort of an app economy that's starting to take shape, and some of those apps will be sold one time. Some of those apps will be subscription based, and that's particularly interesting because now, just like the software industry, you see companies like Microsoft and Adobe moving to subscription based models. We think the same will happen.
Right. Thank you for that. So now let's switch a little bit on the announcement that you recently had with Dassault and around digital twin. Can you talk about the future? What some of the trends could be to pay for performance, and what sorts of commercial agreements should we expect to see in the future?
Sure. So we've identified two areas where we want to collaborate or start our collaboration with Dassault. The first is in discrete automation, so factories, and the second is in smart buildings. In discrete automation, it's pretty interesting. We have the ability with our Robot Studio to design the layout of robots. What we didn't have on our own was the ability to design the rest of the factory. So we're good at the robot side, but from the rest of the factory, we were coming up short. And clearly with Dassault's leadership in digital twin, they've been simulating and designing not only factories, but plants and buildings, and so they have, of course, a lot of experience. What Dassault brings to the table in digital twin is what I would call a design digital twin. So the 3D layout, where things are in space. What we bring to the table, at least for our equipment, whether it's our robots, our motors, and our drives, are performance digital twins. We have fantastic mathematical models of our transformers that allow us to predict when some of these devices might fail. But that's a performance simulation, not a XYZ three-dimensional layout of that transformer thing. You need both. When you're designing a new factory, you need design twin capability. When you're operating the factory, you need those predictive models of the equipment. So that's why the combination is so powerful, because you have the leader in design, Dassault, with the leader in operation and automation, ABB, and when we combine our features, we can look forward to providing a better end-to-end capability for our customers. So what do we have to do? Well, we have to first of all work on making sure that some of our respective tools work together. So Delmia from Dassault and Robot Studio from ABB, so that you could import robot performance models into your factory simulation. You can kind of do that today. We want to make it even more easy to do that with not only our robots, but frankly, all of our products. Then secondly, we want to work with the smart buildings area. And this is particularly interesting because buildings are the same. You have to design a building. You want to put in these intelligent components, smart circuit breakers. Then you want to start simulating. It sounds strange to sort of talk about the performance of a building, but you might want to start simulating the impact of solar panels on the roof with energy storage in the basement, EV chargers in the garage. You want to look at the entire electrical infrastructure, simulate that over various seasons, winter, spring, summer, and look what the energy consumption will look like, whether or not you can dampen the variability. Do I need more batteries? I'm okay, yes, no. So again, similar kind of scenario. Design digital twin, performance digital twin. We know the electrical microgrid capabilities, we can simulate them. Dassault knows a lot about designing the buildings and the rest of the infrastructure, the plumbing and all the other bits and pieces. There again, we can combine forces.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.